People. Que pasa, suck, say what they do. Now the first thing that is popping in the news, it is called the double standard of justice as it exists in Jamaica. Now people, the other day, there was a JLP person, his name is Floyd Green. He was busted on a video having some sort of party at a hotel called the R Hotel during curfew time, during no movement time. Now when that incident occurred, he did the right thing and he turned down his post. He left, rightfully so. However, people, we see that he is back on the block like Quincy Jones. He is in representational politics once again, back to his post as if he never left. Now people, this happened a very long time and we were expecting the DPP, meaning Paula Llewellyn and her people, to make a judgment, a determination whether they were going to charge this person or not. Well people, guess what? Surprisingly, a decision has been made, and based on some technical terms that she used, the DPP office don't see the basis on which this person can be charged, because based on what she said, they don't know if these people, these 19 persons that were shown in the video, no social distancing, no sorts of mask, they don't know if that these persons went to the venue before that actual day in question, even though the day in question was determined. She don't know if he did anything wrong, is the gist of the finding or the decision that she made. However, the same DPP is telling the Popo that they can charge the hotel, our hotel, for not complying with the DMR or whatever them call it, Disaster Risk Management Act, whatever them call it, you know what I talk about. She said the Popo can charge them because they were not following the protocol as it pertains to people assembling in any sorts of era. The maximum should have been 10, and in this video I guess they counted 19 people. They were not wearing their mask. They were not complying or doing what they were supposed to do. Everybody was in close proximity. So therefore, now she wants the relevant authority, meaning the JCF, they can charge them if they so choose. Now people, one thing that we know about Jamaica, top lawyer talk, and we saw that they subpoenaed the video from the R Hotel. However, based on what the lawyer said, and their represented lawyer was Mr. Champagne, so therefore they said that the relevant authority, meaning the JCF, they're supposed to prove that why they deserve or why they think that. So that was some sort of controversy. Thought they gave them eventually. I'm not really sure. So the point that I am trying to make is that Floyd Green is back on the block. Floyd Green is at his same post as if he never really left. He just get a slap on the hand and that was it. He lost absolutely nothing. However, them want to charge the hotel, or they want the Popo to charge the hotel. Now people, like me say, Paula Llewellyn, she used all sorts of legal terms and it sounded very eloquent to somebody that is dunce, that don't know law, that don't have common sense. Because of course she make it sound convincing. And one thing that we realize with people that are master manipulators, liars, if I should say so, they could fool, they could sell ice to an Eskimo, So therefore them can confuse the average, not so common sense people them then. So people, my point about this is that it seems as if these rich people, these politicians, these poor, the rules and laws and regulations are made with all sorts of loopholes, all sorts of technicality in which they can manipulate, bend ya so, twist ya so, go around the thing to make it convenient for these people to beat the law, beat the case. And people, this is yet an next perfect example. Now, when we talk about the DPP, it is obvious that the DPP has passed her time, her term. She is no longer effective. The decisions that she made are purely biased. And people, I won't even say it is because of the PNP or the JLP. It seems as if the DPP is what we call a boaty. So therefore, whatever government is in power, meaning the JLP right now, whatever decisions that she make, it is going to be beneficial. It is going to be advantageous to that party in power. So therefore, if a JLP MP get no power, her decisions are always going to be that for that party in power, as in Floyd Green. So people, at the end of the day, like I said, this is my opinion. It is not the gospel. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now, before I move to the next part of my video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source, and I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Also, please subscribe to this channel, and when you subscribe, please press the notification bell or icon, and also press all in the option. Now, the next thing that is popping in the news, it is said that the government of Jamaica, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the DPP, the Popo Relevant Authority, they are making a provision that would give persons incentive, that give information that leads to the recovery of fire peace. Now people, just over the past couple of days, we see a man run left a AK-47, an American tactical rifle, and then we also saw that they recovered at least 8 pieces at Stadium East, Nannyville, Mountain View, that sorts of area. And then less than 24 hours ago, an AR-15 and a submachine and 45 rounds. So people, we know that Jamaica have a big tool problem, meaning tall up, meaning 9mm, 4/5, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. Now people, the problem with this is that as it pertains to Jamaica, you have to be very careful. Meaning that, yes, we want these youths to do better, and the more guns that we take off the streets is the more lives that are going to be saved. Everybody and their mother know that. However, if the system is not properly in place, meaning that there is no sort of corruption, whole heap of people might lose their life for doing the right thing. So therefore, me just say, if you have people that whenever you call whatever hotline number, and you're supposed to be, people are supposed to have your information, and then the next thing you know, the people that you're calling and giving this information, these people are finding out who is calling, who is giving the information. People are going to lose them life. And we know one thing about Jamaica, especially the garrison, is that the people them don't trust the popo. So that might be one obstacle in which this campaign might not be successful. Now people, like them say, desperate times calls for desperate measure. And we see say Jamaica is in a dire strait right now. the situation is as bad as it can get, and maybe the worst that it has ever been in the last couple of decades. People are dropped like fly. So people may just say, while the idea is good, the implementation is going to be very hard because of the type of place, the type of corruption that exists in the people that are supposed to be serving and protecting, unless of course it is monitored properly, and I don't see why it should not be monitored. The next thing is that when you take a toll from somebody, are you going to pay them the black market value for that toll? So in other words, if a man give you information for a 9 or a 4/5 and you say, alright, the black market rate 200,000, and then you tell the man, say, yeah, give him 30 or 45,000 because you don't know how the government this with upon a budget, we are ball upon a budget. That is not going to work, because at the end of the day, when people desperate, when people hungry, when people broke, they might look at the most money that they can get. So therefore, if you're not going to supersede this black market rate, it is not going to work. Same thing if it's a top rifle, meaning AR 447, AK 47, whatever the case is, M to the 16. If you don't pay the top money for it is not going to work. And next thing, when you drop off this toll, you have to make sure that wherever this toll is going to, it is properly monitored, sorry. You have surveillance camera, you have checks and balance, we say what comes in, because people, let's not kid ourselves. The same way it come in, it can go out the same way, because you have people that run rackets, the people that are supposed to be serving and protecting. So people may just say, it is a good idea, and based on the climate of Jamaica, it could work or it should work. However, it has to be done properly. It has to be done sensibly. It has to be done rationally and reasonably. Because if you come and I give people less for the same thing that they can sell it on the black market, even though chances are when you try to sell any sort of tool on the black market, you might end up losing your life. So people may just say, it is a good plan. However, if it is not implemented and if it is not monitored properly, it could be more harm than danger. Well, not more harm, because I don't think that it can get any worse. However, it could be a recipe for disaster, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.